Claims and overweights here, race 7. Tornado Win, Delorto claims 4. Shopping List, KK Young claims 1. Simple Man for Jackie Lowe claiming 2. Chengdu Warrior, J.O. Lee claims 3. Get It, Zaki claims 1. My Way, Santana is a kilo over, and Mr. Coolman, TH Co claims 2. Well, this is Class 5. And I think the men's 100 metres gold medal race is on tonight. And if you're looking for a direct opposite, this is probably it. 1900 metre Class 5 on the Polytrack, Frost.
Yeah, there's not too many speedsters amongst this lot.
No, there's not. What about Chevy, though? 59 and 16. He's had a few different sets of colours in his time. He's on the screen at the moment. John O'Hara's won the previous, so he's riding on the crest of a wave.
Yeah, and this looks like it's a nice race they've found here for Chevy, because they've got him back into Class 5 and over his right distance. His first up running Class 5 was over the 1200 metres, so that was obviously too short, but up to 1900 metres will suit him. And since they've actually been riding in midfield, he's actually been racing a lot better, so he's in there with a good chance here, Chevy.
Okay, so what price is he? 61. Tornado Win. Delorto goes on. We discussed this one on Track Talk, and it does stand out that when he's had senior riders on recently, he's been able to win. Big responsibility for Delorto, but a big opportunity for him.
Correct, but, you know, I don't think it's... For mine, like I said on Track Talk, Basta rode him beautifully, because he got off going at the right time when he won 4 starts ago. Valenzuela rode him beautifully 2 starts ago. With Peter Lordo, he's not quite got the same ability, so I know 4 kilo claim, but I'm not confident about him winning it, you know. I just think he's in there with a place chance.
Adhiamiri's got Marira, so there's no question.
Saying that, everything I've liked today, they've been shockers, and anything I've been potting that's been going all right.
Don't worry, I'm with you. Craig Evans is the master tipster today. Apparently he was signing autographs as he headed up to the broadcast booth. Adhiamiri, 10 and 8. Marira Laxon almost got there last time. I guess he's the logical favourite.
Yeah, I tipped him just because he's got good consistent form, drawn well, should be up there on the pace, looks well. Having his first start on the Polytrack, but I thought he's always worked well on this surface, so just going with the favourite. But to be honest with you, the way things have been going up with the hot price favourites, you might be wanting steering away from him, especially at even money.
It's a sort of race where we know these horses so well, you don't really want to have to delve into the form, and when you look at Marira on Adhiamiri, first past the post last time, he's the obvious selection, but I'm going to find something to beat him. Shopping List, trained by Desmond Coe, well up on his best, or if he was to produce his best, he could go close here.
Yeah, and Desmond Coe with a couple of runs here, and I thought he'd run well, his Shopping List, and he's raced well in the past on the Polytrack. Didn't do much last time. I probably had a few excuses, but I think he's going well, and I thought he worked well during the week.
That's it.
Yeah, simple as that. He's Simple Man.
Yep. Now, he came third last time, so we saw that replay with quite a few of them coming through the race won by Tornado Win. Jackie Lowe's going to stick with him. Tornado Win has to rise in the weight, so he's going to make that horse a little better. 57 and 11. He's not the worst, is he?
No, he's not, and he's going all right at the moment. Nice efforts by him last time. S.H. Lowe's ridden him before, and he's gone okay for him, so I think he's in there with a winning chance here, Simple Man. If you don't like the favourite, you might want to have a crack here with Simple Man.
Right, so Chengdu Warrior, he's by Honours List, the same sire as Shopping List. I'm going to give this one a bit of a hope, and J.L. Lee and Desmond Coe have had about 3 or 4 winners in the last month teaming up together. I thought his run last time was good. I thought his run prior was okay. I'm just quietly confident I can find one here into the first 3.
Okay. I'm not as confident as you. No, not for me with Chengdu Warrior. You can have him all by yourself, Matt. And if are you tipping him to win?
You bet you I am, Frost.
If he wins tonight, I'll buy you dinner. Or if he wins today, I'll buy you dinner tonight.
Whereabouts?
Wherever you want.
Okay. I'm very confident here. I'll start thinking about dinner. Here's All the Best. Number 7, Basters go to ride. He's had Wong on his last couple. Blinkers go off, Baster goes on.
This horse is a winning chance as well because he can get a little bit keen in some of his races. I don't think it's a bad idea taking the headgear off. He's still got his shadow roll on. He looks well. Stephen Baster's, good experienced rider. He rides these long distance races pretty well. He knows the right time to get off and running. He's been riding well here today, and I think he's in there with a winning chance.
Okay, so Stevie Baster and Stevie Gray. With that horse, he looks well, up on his toes. The sun's out there, and looks as though there's a bit of breeze around as well in the background. Number 8, which is Get It. He ran okay behind Happy Moore last time. A bit of a hold up in the holding pattern there. Has he got any hope, this horse?
Yeah, he's got a hope. I thought his last up wasn't too bad. Last couple of runs have been all right, and he's probably just getting back into some reasonable form at this stage of his campaign. Can pull out a good run every now and again, getting a little bit warm in the yard, but he's pretty much as good a chance as any.
And here's a point, Frost. Zaki, we know, likes to go forward, so I'm assuming he's going to do that here. Last couple of times he's been up on the pace. He ran second to Bowie Knife, and also a couple of runs ago, this is going back to last year, he ran third to Moira. So he is suited when he gets up on the pace, and we know that Zaki, more often than not, in these distance races, he goes forward. So it's a good booking, I think, for Get It. Number 9 is Take the Fifth, trained by HK Tan. Greg Cheaton's going to ride this one.
Yeah, and he sort of goes okay on a couple of occasions. He's been over 2,000 metres in his last outing, so he's nice and fit heading into this race. Needs to sort of improve a bit, but he's in there with a place chance.
Okay, number 10 is My Way. Bruce Marsh had a win already today. This horse, whilst he is only a Class 5, down on 25 rating points, at least he's had a fairly respectable career with prize money at just below 200,000.
Yeah, he hasn't been too far away from the action in recent runs. A lightweight, good draw Santana, so everything looks okay. Looks well enough here in the yard as well, and good each way chance here at 44 and 12. And he gets back runs on, so he will appreciate the 1,900 metres here today. This could be his day to get another victory.
Yep, 6-time winner. My Way, he's an 8-year-old. He's also by Honest List, so Honest List has side 3 of the runners here. Mr. Coolman next up, 354. Well, he's got a stylish name. He's trained by Sam Chua, but there's nothing too stylish about his performances.
Been on a rating of 22 for quite some time now, and not totally convinced he's going to get to off that rating here today. Drawn out a little bit, which will make it a bit tough, and he's not an easy horse to ride, so I think Co's going to have a handful of a ride here, and I'd be surprised if he won.
Well, who are you tipping, Andrew?
I only go with number 1, Otia Muri, on top. Ahead of number 8, Get It. Number 3, Tornado Winner. Number 5, Simple Man. So 1, 8, 3 and 5.
Here's my smoky of the weekend. 6, Chengdu Warrior. He's at 82 each way to beat 1, Otia Muri, the favourite. 5, Simple Man, and 4, Shopping List. 6, 1, 5 and 4. 6, 1, 5 and 4. And I'm just loosening the belt at the moment, Craig. It's not going well. How are you going?
Oh, I'm flying at the minute. You're right about the signatures. I gave out a couple of signatures on the way up, but then a couple of people pointed out a few spelling errors as well. So I've given up on those. But yeah, I'm a bit with Frost. I'll buy you sweets if Chengdu Warrior gets the cash and Frost can go the main course. We're waiting to see, but it's a very, very average race. I've gone at Tia Muri, but yeah, it's no good thing. If you're backing it at $11, put your skull cap on, because you could be hitting your head against a brick wall by the end of this. I've gone 1, 3, 5 and 9. Artia Muri from Tornado Wins, Simple Man, and Take the Fifth. But a very, very moderate lineup for mine, the 1,900 metre Class 5. But Artia Muri, he shows second in the race book, but he lost it on protest last time. And it was one of the J.L. Lee winners you referred to, Matt. He has had 3 winners in total for the season, but they've all come in the last month.
He's in form, Craig.
Yes, he was shockingly out of form, but he's in form now. He rode a double back on the 6th of July, and then that win of Alvito, which was sort of handed to him in the end on the 20th of July. So, yeah, you stick with him, and we'll go for everyone else.
Well, Marira's only had 120 odd winners, so I'll go with JLE, who's had 3.
It was actually funny, your comments on Track Talk when you said, what did you say,
No
he's going to be
idea.
looming up on the outside of Marira, JLE?
Marira, well, after what happened with the protest where JLE got him in the protest room, you could just imagine Adi Amiri and Marira sailing clear and Joe having a look over his shoulder and seeing JLE. Because you'd probably hear him. He looks as he's fairly animated in the saddle at JLE.
Yep.
But, a lot's been made about a horse who, all likelihood will run nowhere. So, anyway, that's my tip.
Yep, and not a bad tip as well.
Thank you, Frost.
Um,
So good that you're willing to put dinner on the line.
So what you mean, Frost? It's not a good tip if you're willing to bet against it.
Yeah, well, no, it's a good tip because I think I won't be buying him dinner now. If it doesn't get beat, are you going to shout me dinner?
If it doesn't get beat, I'm not giving you anything yet, Frost. I'll just wait for the right race to go offering anything for you. Race 7, 3 minutes away. Adi Amiri 11-8. Problem is, I don't know any expensive restaurants.
That's why I thought it was not a bad idea.
Chicken rice at the moment.
Yep.
10-8 here for Adi Amiri.
But anyway, let's quickly have a quick update for that next race. Now, Texan Takeovers are scratching if you just tuned in and you didn't get the scratchings earlier. So he's going to take a bit of money out of the pool. Probably looks a good race for Asclepius, maybe Jet Ace in that next one.
Well, I think they set the standard. Asclepius, the big question mark for me is he going to run straight? Is he going to get close to the rails? Because last time I was really disappointed with how wide he was going. So he needs to improve his manners. But his win prior to that was excellent when he beat Goodpack. That form stacks up every day of the week.
Yep, nice horse coming through the grades too, isn't it? Goodpack. But one thing I will say, he wasn't at his best when he got beaten by Asclepius. Like, he was a bit green, Goodpack. Like, he's improved probably 4 or 5 lengths since that first start.
Okay, still. What are you expecting from Asclepius?
Yeah, I think, just depends where he ends up in the run. We'll talk more about that shortly because he's a tricky horse. He's not an easy horse to ride, but he's got Stephen Bastard to steer him home in that next event. Update the dividends for you with a minute to go. Tiamuri's been the favourite all the way through and he's at $11. Number 7, All the Best, is good support him, and don't mind him here, number 7, All the Best, at $36. Number 10, My Way, another good chance at $42. $45 for the 5 and 3, that is Simple Man and also Tornado Win. And then we go to number 9 at $83, that is Take the 5th. But I think if you haven't had a bet at the moment, if you don't like the short odds about Otemir, and he's a bit light at 12, have something on number 7, All the Best, at 35 is getting good support, or even number 10, My Way, because he'll be strong at the finish. I think he's not bad odds at 42.
All right, there's a few there. If the favourite comes unstuck, which has happened plenty of times today, there's a few lurking in the mist in this race, and Frost pointing out a few at around that 6, 7, 8 to 1 mark. Chevy, he's at 82. He's a big price. There's horses like Chevy. It wouldn't surprise me. 82. You've got other horses like Chengdu Warrior I've spoken about. Even Get It going forward at 45. I think if Zaki can go forward, he's going to be more than competitive. Interesting race here. And even Shopping List at 114 I think is a big price. But it's all about Joe here on Adi Amiri at 13-8.
Thanks for that, Matt. And I don't want to call Frost cheap, but we could refer to this as the Value Meal Cup as they move into the gates. So they're not too far off the start, waiting for Mr. Coolman to come in. Chevy about to go forward. And Simple Man racing in the colours that Chevy used to race in. So we wait on Chevy, he's out the back there. There's Simple Man. To Jackie Lowe, All the Best in the orange colours. So Chevy to come right forward for Isai Food and we'll be right to go. Just about close the gates behind him. They're right to run. Off they go at the 1900 metres. From the inside, Take the 5th, bounced away okay. So to Tiamiri. And burning up on the outside is Mr. Coolman in search of the front, and also All the Best going forward. Out a little bit wider there was Tornado Winner. Between the horses, Shopping List picked up a little bit of ground. They were followed by Get It Out wide on the track. A gap away then to next of all My Way as they draw down to the winning post. Chevy and Simple Man together. And last of all is Chengdu Warrior. Out of the stretch they go. Mr. Coolman, he went hard, but he didn't go hard enough to get the front. And kicking through on the inside, Take the Fifth is just in front over Mr. Coolman. Probably his nose still in front on the outside, but he's stranded a little bit. Over on the outside then is Get It Up 3 wide, followed by All the Best and Artia Miri. Around the outer goes Tornado Wind, trapped out 3 wide, then Shopping List. Towards the inside is My Way, followed by Simple Man, Chevy 3 wide, and a gap away last of all to Chengdu Warrior. They're marching down the back, 1,000 metres to go. Take the Fifth just ahead of Mr. Coolman. Get It Out 3 wide. Artia Miri in a very bunched field is fourth over on the inside of All the Best, and out wider then is Tornado Winner. They were followed by Shopping List. Then came My Way over on the fence. Next of all is Chevy, followed by Simple Man and Chengdu Warrior back at the rear. Down the side, 700 metres to go. And Take the Fifth is the front runner. He's joined on the outside by Mr. Coolman, and they begin to make their runs now. Get It runs into it. They were followed by Tornado Wind, the grey coming on fairly strong. Then came All the Best. Artia Miri just sweating on a run. Next of all, as they turn for home, was Shopping List. Well back, Simple Man and Chevy. And towards the inside, My Way. Tornado Wind, the grey out in the middle. Zoomed up on the outside. Here and Mr. Coolman, Take the Fifth, still stays on. Down the outside, Shopping List begins to run on quite well. And towards the inside, All the Best. Going to the front again, Mr. Coolman, Take the Fifth. Over on the inside, All the Best. Shopping List whacking away, but All the Best driving through for Basta. Goes up on the inside of Take the Fifth, and All the Best takes it out from Take the Fifth. He ran a great race in second. Third, Mr. Coolman from Shopping List. Then came Simple Man. A gap off to Artia Miri, didn't come on at all. Out wider on the track there was Chevy, dropping off badly Tornado Wind, but he did have a tough run. Next to come in, Get It, then came Chengdu Warrior, and one of the last to cross the line was My Way. Stand by here after the running of race number 7, and that was a real slog. And All the Best for Stephen Basta has been able to prevail here over Take the Fifth. He was able to kick through and lead them, but he looked under a lot of pressure as they came down towards the top of the straight. But he's battled on, they're running out a little bit wide, and third will go the way of Mr. Coolman. He was ridden very hard early, and I thought Coe would go on with it, but he didn't. He just didn't quite do enough to get to the front, but in the end he sat outside the lead and has run a great race. And great race in the context of this race. And Shopping List will run fourth at 7, 9, 11 and 4. 7, 9, 11 and 4. So that's the result. Artia Miri got a nice run. That was his first run on the poly track, and he did naughties. He's just a bit disappointing, Artia Miri. Now 7, 9, 11 and 4. The winners to pay at 33 and 7. The runner-up at 23 and $75 a place for Mr. Coolman. It's a head, a half and a short head, and 202.66. 202.66 for race number 7. Stephen Basta driving this one through. This a winning double here today. He scored on Atletico earlier on, which paid at about 44, I think, 43, 44. This one's paid at 33, so a couple of long price winners here for Stephen Basta here today. And he's prevailed on All the Best, who's driven through on the inside to prevail. Third winner of the weekend for Stephen. He was aboard Nice One in the second last race on Friday. So the winner, All the Best, takes it out, and that'll be its first victory since going into the yard of Stephen Gray. And scores here is by Alphabet Soup out of Bright and Cheery. Stephen Gray, the trainer, Stephen Basta, the rider, and it prevails at 33 and 7. Run up, Take the Fifth, who batted on very strongly by Refuse to Bend out of Osprey, Australasian Racing and Tony Stable, HK Town and Greg Cheen. And third goes Mr. Coolman by One Cool Cat out of Teeth. For Gladiator Stable, Sam Chua and THK. So a head, a half and a short head. Good finish to a fairly moderate sort of race. 7, 9, 11 and 4. No one finds the quartet, so $22,500, just under that, 22 to carry forward to the next race. But All the Best takes out race number 7.
Yes, that he does, and in fine style too. So well done to Stephen Gray preparing this horse. He hasn't had the horse for too long, but he's got a nice result too. And yeah, I want to say cheerio to Stephen's wife Bridget, who
Yep.
Was on holidays. She had a little bit of a skiing accident, and she had some ligament damage in her knee, so she's not too mobile at the moment, Bridget.
Jeez.
That's why she's not at the races at the moment, but she'll be shortly on a comeback trail, and well done to all concerned here with the winner.
Was she down in New Zealand, was she?
Yes, as far as I know, yes, he was they were on a skiing holiday, and they just have a little bit of a skiing accident, but she'll be all right.
Baster could be in for a big day. He's had 2 already. He's got Asclepius and also Mr. Big still waiting, and he had to really throw everything at this horse to get home, and eventually he did.
Riding very well today too, Stephen Baster, and even his ride on Friday night was a perler on Nice One, so he's got his eye right in this weekend. The reins dropped on the runner-up, Take the Fifth. Big loose gap in the reins.
Yeah, we might see that horse in the red cap who's 1 or 2 off the rails here, going up to put a lot of pressure on, and All the Best gets a run through between them. But we'll just see with a head-on shot if we can see on the second horse that the reins were flapping around a fair bit in the home straight.
Yep, close to the inside. 8 Tamiras on the rails. He's had enough, but it's all the best in the orange colours, really, and he's shifting out a little bit too. Take the Fifth out onto Mr. Coolman, but in the end, as you see, there's a big loose rein there on Take the Fifth, but the winner, All the Best.
So just waiting on All Clear, ahead by a half, 7, 9, 11 and 4, 33 and 7, 2.66 the race time as we have a look at a replay.
They're right to run. Off they go at the 1900 metres. From the inside, Take the Fifth, bounced away okay. So too Artia Miri. And burning up on the outside is Mr. Coolman in search of the front, and also All the Best going forward. Out a little bit wider there was Tornado Win. Between horses, Shopping List picked up a little bit of ground. They were followed by Get It Out wide on the track. A gap away then to next of all My Way as they draw down to the winning post. Chevy and Simple Man together. And last of all is Chengdu Warrior. Out of the stretch they go. Mr. Coolman, he went hard, but he didn't go hard enough to get the front. And kicking through on the inside, Take the Fifth is just in front over Mr. Coolman. Probably his nose still in front on the outside, but he's strained it a little bit. Over on the outside then is Get It Up 3 wide, followed by All the Best and Artia Miri. Around the outer goes Tornado Win, trapped out 3 wide, then Shopping List. Towards the inside is My Way, followed by Simple Man, Chevy 3 wide, and a gap away last of all to Chengdu Warrior. They're marching down the back, 1,000 metres to go. Take the Fifth just ahead of Mr. Coolman. Get It Out 3 wide. Artia Miri in a very bunched field is 4th over on the inside of All the Best, and out wider then is Tornado Win. They were followed by Shopping List. Then came My Way over on the fence. Next of all is Chevy, followed by Simple Man and Chengdu Warrior back at the rear. Down the side, 700 metres to go. And Take the Fifth is the front runner. He's joined on the outside by Mr. Coolman, and they begin to make their runs now. Get It runs into it. They were followed by Tornado Win, the grey coming on fairly strong. Then came All the Best. Artia Miri just sweating on a run. Next of all, as they turn for home, was Shopping List. Well back, Simple Man and Chevy. And towards the inside, My Way. Tornado Win, the grey out in the middle. Zoomed up on the outside. Here are Mr. Coolman. Take the Fifth still stays on. Down the outside, Shopping List begins to run on quite well. And towards the inside, All the Best. Going to the front again, Mr. Coolman. Take the Fifth. Over on the inside, All the Best. Shopping List whacking away, but All the Best driving through for Baster. Goes up on the inside to Take the Fifth, and All the Best takes it out from Take the Fifth. He ran a great race in second. Third, Mr. Coolman from Shopping List. Then came Simple Man. A gap off to Artia Miri. Didn't come on at all. Out wider on the track there was Chevy, dropping off badly. Tornado Win, but he did have a tough run. Next to come in, Get It. Then came Chengdu Warrior, and one of the last to cross the line was My Way.
Head by a half, All Clear is there, 7, 9, 11 and 4. All the Best for Baster, 33 and 7. Take the Fifth, Greg Cheen, 23, and Mr. Coolman, TH Coke, 75. Shopping List ran 4th. Forecast there 7 and 9, returns 139. The place forecast 7, 9, 34, 7, 11, 165, 9, 11, 233. TSA 10,387. The trio 2,604. No winner of the quartet. The Quadro returns 2,029. Now here are the placings. All the Best first. Take the Fifth. Tornado Win. He dropped off. He ran 6th in the end, but he wasn't beaten all that far. Chevy out here, Miri. Favourite ran 8th. Get It, My Way and